there. Thank you so much for joining me. I appreciate all of you. Shawtee Devi Namaha. Thank you so much for liking, subscribing. It really helps me. Don't forget to check out my website, paradoxastrology.com. Book your consultation today. I can help you with anything. And if you'd like more exclusive occult videos that I don't post on YouTube, consider subscribing to my Patreon. It also helps to support this channel. Okay, so this video is about the month of November. We're already here. So it starts off on November 2nd, Venus square Jupiter. So there is a challenge between our morals and our materialism. This can have to do with perfection, wanting things to be perfect or being too critical, and our own emotions. Then on November 4th, we have Mars oppose Uranus, and that can be unexpected accidents, acts of violence, jealousy, secrets being revealed, revenge. And this also has to do with resources. And this is the beginning of the energy of November 5th, which is the full moon in Aries. Now, this signals new beginnings, war, independence, anger, being selfish or self-centered, competitive. Now, this can include violent acts, dangerous acts, and also crime, where people are acting impulsive. This is in Bharani Nakshatra, and this is represented by the yoni, which is much like birth, an extreme event like it that must occur, that can be very life-changing. But Jupiter is exalted, which is the 9th house lord, which is bringing us some good luck and helping us get on the path of Dharma through our internal emotions, or the mother, or those in the homeland. This is ruled by Yama, which is the lord of death, bringing karma, that something has to die to put us on the right path. This is the nakshatra of Ma Kali, who fights the demons to destroy them. And the demons, the higher representation, is our ego. This is extreme events that deal with the masses, real estate, the weather, restaurants, hotels, and can be someone who is guiding us through these types of events. I see this though as a positive transformation in the end, because this is aspected by Jupiter exalted. But some extreme events have to happen first for us to gain this type of knowledge and this type of renewal. There is an ending and a transformation due to this challenge, a battle, a psychological impact, mind games that has to do with inheritance, in-laws, lust, brothers, dealing with deep research, spying, loopholes with insurance and other people's money. This brings up dark sexual themes like pornography, for example. There is an ending and a transformation due to a challenge, a battle. This is revenge on enemies, siblings, through communication. Be careful of accidents while driving or driving short distances. Themes around children and education. Many can be focused on pleasing their partner, romantic interest, or anyone in front of you, and this is transforming how they feel emotionally within, about them. Some may be doing this because they feel isolated from them, but with Mars in the 8th house is giving us deep occult knowledge and introspection, and Jupiter in Cancer is also giving us this knowledge. It reveals a lot of secrets that you cannot tell anyone. Very intense, and can indicate disasters involving a lot of water, but also volcanoes, earthquakes. Sun in Shawtee shows us that is about independence, strength like Hanuman, but it's in detriment. So some partnerships may feel codependent. Bharani Nakshatra is all about codependency as well. This will also involve debt, people being dependent on others for nourishment, like the mother. Venus is in Chitra here, and this is about building something beautiful with a partner or in a business affairs and structures. Now, the Ascendant Lord here is in the 8th house, so it's showing us that a lot of themes in the beginning of the month will revolve around the state treasury, public debt, foreign debt, pensions, social security, stock markets. There's a risk to people through war and natural disasters, public debt and foreign debt. A lot of communication around these set issues. Now, on November 7th, Venus will square Pluto, a transformation and challenge in money and partnerships and the law. And when I give you guys these dates, these are the exact conjunctions, and it may not happen on the exact date. And then that same day, Sun trines Rahu, and so egos can be overblown here. Mercury retrograde starts on November 9th and then will end on November 29th. So it starts in Scorpio, it ends in Libra. Now it's going to start at 12 degrees and Mercury will conjunct Mars at 9. Mars will be at 9 degrees, Mercury will be at 12. And this is in Anuradha Nakshatra, which is actually the rebellion. It's the truth seeker, but it's also about friendship and people working together. So there can be some harsh words and some violence here as a matter is revised. And this could be people fighting each other or friends getting involved and being angry at each other or people coming together for a said rebellion. And this can also involve communications, general trade, the stock market, computer programming, industries in general. Also about contracts that can create jealousy, envy, anger, or this can be with siblings as well. There can be some divorces, traumatic events here, mind games. The exact degree will happen at 11 degrees where Mars and Mercury will conjunct, and that will be on November 12th, which will make this more potent around that day. And then it keeps retrograding back and it conjuncts Venus at 24 degrees on the 24th, November 24th in Libra. But on the day before, it stops at 26 degrees Libra, and then it affects our relationships and business and money and must be revised in this area. So when it conjuncts it, we're going to have to revise these things before we move forward again on the 29th when the retrograde is over. So Libra has to do with the law as well, dealing with past issues. So past issues of relationships may have to be revised, or possessions, things that you bought, or your business. On November 11th, Jupiter turns retrograde, and I'm going to have a separate video about that and all the other placements as well. But will increase, for some, it can increase the effects of Jupiter exalted here, where some very benefic things can happen. But it also can have the opposite effect. It depends on your chart, because it is said that if an exalted planet goes retrograde, that it can act as a debilitated planet. But that's not necessarily bad. That just means that you're going to be more focused on the physical world. Then, like I said, November 12th, Mercury conjuncts Mars. So this is where we'll have aggressive speech. Quick decisions must be made, but be careful not to act impulsively around this date, because that's a theme for this month, because we have the moon in Aries, and then you'll see we have a moon in Scorpio. These are both very intense. Then November 16th, the sun trines Jupiter, and this gives us deep wisdom to surrender in front of the Supreme and let the ego die. It will give you knowledge beyond anything else. And then November 17th, the sun will trine Saturn. Recognition can come from authority figures. Hard work and humility take importance here. Some will be researching for educational matters. Some may feel a little bit overworked at this time, but it's good for occult and spirituality. Increases responsibility. This can have to do with children and romantic partners or independence. November 19th, Venus will trine Rahu, and there's a transformation with buildings and architecture for aesthetic or creative purposes. Money or relationships with foreign people come into effect, but be careful that they are who they say they are and not a two-faced individual. Luxury items and wealth can also come out of nowhere that can help you pay off debt. Then on November 19th, we have the moon in Scorpio. This is a deep transformation. The sun and the moon create a Raja Yoga in Scorpio in the first house, which is wealth that we are receiving, but we're also dealing with shared resources and the masses, alliances and groups. And Mercury is combust, which is causing some problems with communication. This can be harsh or passive aggressive. Also, communication can go down at this time. We must think beyond the logical world at this time into the world of magic, into the world of the unknown. And this can give us power, money, fame. It's a time for secrets, time for passion, hidden things, the occult, a time for deep research, but it brings up jealousy, envy, or revenge. Themes of surgery, obsessions, or violent emotions. There's going to be 4 planets in Scorpio, so it's very intense transformation of the many different things in our lives. Mars is there, Mercury is there, but Mercury is the malefic for Scorpio here. we have Sun and Moon in Anuradha Nakshatra. So this is also the rebellion, dealing with insurance companies, pensions, social security benefits, issues of crime, shared resources. So I feel like a lot of these have to do with things that are cut off, and people are going to rebel against that. And this is numerology and decoding. This is the truth seeker, like I said. And it also means subsequent success. So there is a sense of having success here, but after a fight. And it brings people together with violence. There could be some riots and protests. There's definitely police presence. It's represented by the staff for power and protection, but also the lotus, because this nakshatra is the nakshatra of Saraswati, the goddess of music and learning. So themes coming here, where we grow from the muddy waters and bloom despite the circumstances, where we explore the hidden meanings of life, involving astrology as well, but also about the entertainment industry, film industry, musicians, and artists. There can be a revision here when it comes to shared resources due to anger from the masses, reviewing the matters of the past. The population is very angry, jealous, revenge with leaders. Then November 21st, we have Sun opposing Uranus. Something unexpected happens in terms of resources and leaders and shared resources as well. This has to do with Mercury retrograde, and a reverse decision can have to do with the matters of crime. The Moon and Mars will conjunct the Sun and can signal anger in the masses or frustration. On November 22nd, Rahu is going to transit into Shawtee Nakshatra out of Purva Bhadrapada. And so this is going to be a lot lighter than it has been. This deep transformation will be over with Rahu for the next 18 years. But in Shawtee, there is an agenda of the stars, of the planets. There is comets, people lying to you about space. There's going to be a con about space. And we already see this happening with the drones and all of that. And having to protect yourself from space invasions, money put into space for protecting the earth. And this is all going to be an agenda, by the way. This is to scare people, and AI being used also for that. But for the medical industry, this is all about astrology as well. This is when the AI comes out about astrology. This is also about the interest in astrology heightens. And also there's going to be a lot of fake astrologers that come around because they want to make money from it. Interest in healing yourself even, and going to healers. And then November 24th, Mars squares Rahu. So there's an outburst of anger and rebellious acts here. Violent acts, aggressiveness as well. So be careful of accidents around this time. November 26th, Venus trines Jupiter and Saturn. So stability and optimism in money and relationships can come through a transformation. And then November 27th, Saturn turns direct. So we can start moving forward again in career matters or anything that was stuck since July 13th. This was a revision before the ultimate transformation, where we were asked to go deep inside and destroy all that was holding us back. This is the nakshatra of Ma Kali, who destroys the demons. So now it's time to implement the lessons that we learned in that period of time and build something that's long lasting, that's stable, minus all the delusions that we had that were previously holding us back. Then November 29th, Mercury turns direct again, and then we can move forward and retrace our steps from November 9th. Venus also opposes Uranus and trines Neptune at this time. So on this day, you can expect something unexpected can happen in regards to relationships, to money, possessions. But be careful it's not a scam. Be careful it's not illusion, or that you're wearing rose-colored glasses and not seeing something for what it truly is, because it can be an unexpected loss. So that's just a little bit about what I see coming up. I thank you so much for watching. I appreciate all of you. I'll see you in the next one.